So this great conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn, you're going to read so much about this in the media. First of all, it's not that rare. It happens around every 20 years. However, what is rare is that this is the closest the two planets have been when they passed each other for about 400 years, and it's been 800 years since this conjunction has occurred at night. But it's in the sign of Aquarius, progressive, innovative Aquarius. And the original Star of Bethlehem, there was a conjunction between these two planets, but it was in Pisces. So any connections to being a new Star of Bethlehem is, quite frankly, a lovely myth and a great fairy tale. Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius. Now, hopefully you have viewed my other two YouTube offerings telling you what they're all about. The reason why this has taken everyone's imagination is because this conjunction in Aquarius is happening the same time as the Winter Solstice, and of course very near Christmas itself. As I've been at pains to tell you, there is now not just a light at the end of the tunnel, but also a chance for us to see the future and go towards economic recovery, personal growth, all of these things that will combine with this Aquarian energy. With Saturn and Jupiter together, it's great for the economy eventually. I've been absolutely religious in my way of telling you that this conjunction also has to weather the storm of squares from Uranus. Each of the individual planets will have Uranian squares from the sign of Taurus. So this is great fixity. This is the inability to release old ideas. So for instance, with the current COVID vaccinations, you will have those who won't want to take it, Saturn, and those who will, Uranus, because it's Uranian-led, which is Aquarius. It's more Aquarian energy. And then with Jupiter coming in with this huge optimism, then you're going to see all kinds of happenings and results accordingly. If you are an air sign, Aquarius, where all of this is happening, and you've also your Gemini or your Libra air signs, all the air signs. This is great stuff. And once we get over the initial panic, and I've always said it's not going to be plain sailing, there will be bumpy roads ahead because of the Uranian square. Not everything is going to go according to plan, but there will be certain things that through our approach to science and also government and politicians will have changed, as will our approach to life. So if you're one of the air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, you'll be able to accept this newness much better than most other signs. For instance, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus may find it hard to move on, but you will eventually. I think irresistible force and immovable object really is what all of this is about. This conjunction and both planets traveling through Aquarius, Jupiter and Saturn, coming up against the obstacles that obstreperous Uranus will put in the way. But that doesn't mean we will not overcome. We will overcome because of humanity's acceptance now of scientific inventions, discoveries, technological advancements. All of these things will help. And with Saturn connected to Jupiter, you have great growth, a great potential now to see a lot of bouncing back, because all of these connections will enable us to lay the foundations to grow and rebuild our lives, our country's economy, and our own personal values. All of these will become important. So this grand conjunction sparks off a time of rejoicing to come, but also just remember this: there will be pitfalls, but we can overcome them. They will not stop us from doing what we need to do and what we will do and what we can do. With love.